You've probably seen videos talking about UserCrowd, but many of them still leave you curious. Can you really make money with it? I made this video to shed some light on just that. I didn't just try UserCrowd, I tried it for an entire year. I'll highlight the highs, the lows, and the reality of using UserCrowd. And spoiler, I'll even cash out my actual earnings right into PayPal at the end of this video. And even share some tips to help you score more tests. So let's get right into it. First, let's understand exactly what UserCrowd is. When you look at the website, it seems pretty bare compared to competitors like, say, user testing. Almost sketchy. And that's because UserCrowd is actually part of a bigger company called Usability Hub, which looks much less sketchy. And side note, after using this company over a year, they're definitely not sketchy. At least that I've seen. As the company grew, they decided to rename the tester side of it for less confusion. Usability Hub is another user testing platform where brands and companies can go test their products and designs before rolling them out to the public. Based on my experience, they tend to focus more on the design concepts and elements, not necessarily full-blown prototypes. UserCrowd recruits the tester, aka you or me, and use us to help designers make the right decisions before they go live with a design. To sign up, all you have to do is click Become a Tester Now and begin the process. They'll ask you some basic questions, including your socioeconomic situation, your background, your preferences, and stuff like that. Now, it's up to you what you answer and what you don't answer. They don't force you to complete it all, but the more stuff you answer, the better chance you'll get more tests. For reference sake, my profile is still at 68%, and I assure you I still get tests sent my way. So what kind of tests will you take, and what do they look like? Take a look at these. They're actually pretty fun. Like this one where you simply choose which design you like best and explain why. Or this one where you select how this page made you feel and explain your reasoning. Like I said before, it's kind of like a game, except you're actually helping a designer out and helping them make a decision and getting paid. These tests don't take long at all, like at all. Most of them take between 20, 30 seconds, maybe a minute. I think the longest test I ever took on here might have been 3 to 4 minutes, maybe. Some of these tests are mobile only, some are desktop only, but the majority of them, it really doesn't matter what platform you take them on. So by now, you're probably curious, if a test only takes 30 seconds, how much could they possibly be paying? The claims you see of $40 an hour, $25 an hour, and all those ones in between are technically not wrong. Mind you, they take some creative liberties into account. In my entire year on the platform, I have never seen a payment higher than $2.40, with the vast majority of them falling somewhere around the 40-cent range. Now, given that these 40-cent tests take like 30 seconds to complete, you can see how they take those numbers and do the math, and technically they're not wrong. But I think actually the even bigger problem is you almost never see that many tests at one time. As a matter of fact, there's some days you see none. All that being said, let's dive into what I actually made on the platform. And let's start with my actual payout of $10.20 here in February. As you can see through here, it took me 10 tests and about 3 months to reach it. And real quick side note, $10 is the minimum threshold for you to cash out. Annoying, I know, but I guess it is what it is. And also, after these 3 months, I discovered a hack to help me get even more tests, and I will share that with you guys here at the end of the video. Now, my payments may have been over the course of 3 months, but I think my total time into it was maybe 30 minutes. So again, it was technically $20 an hour, but again, it took like over 3 months to get there, which I guess in all isn't bad for what you're doing. Now, I also have to admit here, as you can see this big date gap, that life happens, and I totally forgot about this platform and everything that was going on, and eventually I made my way back and started really trying to see if this would work. You can see here that the average payout again was about 40 cents, but this time it took me about 19 tests to get to that $10 threshold. So as you can see here, I have my $10 balance. So all you have to do is click this button right here, Manage Payouts. And once you do that, all you have to do is hit this button, which is Request a Payout, and that's all there is to it. Now, I did end up going back through some old tests that I had missed or didn't make the cut for, and if you really try to do this, you could probably average about $10 a month. So now for the $1 million question, or in this case, the $20 question. Is it worth it, and do I recommend it? And my answer, at least for me, is yes. Now, that being said, product design is in my blood, and I look at this more as a game than work anyway. Plus, if I'm just mindlessly scrolling through Twitter or some other social media, I might as well make a couple extra bucks and help a designer out. Now, I will say I would not pull my time, or I don't think you should pull your time either, from valuable things that you should be doing or are doing, like your work or whatever else you do, because your time is very valuable. But if it's between mindlessly scrolling and helping a designer out, I'll help them out. Like I said, you're not going to get rich off of it, and you're not going to make a whole lot on it. But it may just buy you a cup of coffee. maybe 2. And now for that hack I promised. So these tests are first come, first serve. So if you're not on your computer looking at it, there's a good chance you're gonna miss a whole bunch. So here's what you can do to avoid that. Once you're in your dashboard, you're gonna go to your account, click Accounts Notification, and then you're gonna scroll over to here and turn on your email notifications. Once your email notifications are on, you're going to set the timer here to 24 hours and select every day. Now, you'll get these notifications in your email every day or every time there's a test. Now make sure that email is connected to your phone or somewhere where you receive that notification in real time. That way when you see it pop up, if you're not busy, go ahead and take the 30 seconds or so it'll take to do the test. And I will say by doing this, I definitely caught more tests just because I'd be on the phone and I'd see that email pop up, I'm like, oh yeah, cool, I'll take that. But otherwise, I would have no idea it existed. So if you're looking for a way to make more money doing these kinds of tests, make sure you check out this video here where I cover my experience with usertesting.com, where you make more money doing similar things. I really hope this video helps you out, and as always, I will see you guys next time.